Welcome to ESfEQA. In this short video, you will learn how to configure an EQA and a laboratory in our TEQA LAB web application. First, open your web browser and go to the TEQA LAB website. Enter your username and password, and then click Login. Once you are on the home page, you can select the language using the button in the top right corner. Next, select an EQA. You can either scroll through the list or type the name into the search bar. Then, choose the laboratory, either by name or by lab code. Once selected, the program will appear on the screen. Click on the configuration button and wait for the page to load. Remember that you must select an analyte in order to configure it. Select the relevant analyte by ticking the corresponding checkbox in the analyte table. You can configure analytes one by selecting the instrument, serial number, reagent, method, and unit. In the instrument field, you should first enter the manufacturer. Upon entering, the system will display only the models for that manufacturer, and you can choose the appropriate model. If you like, you can add the serial number of your instrument in the next column. However, the indication of the serial number is optional. Afterwards, configure the reagent, method, and finally the unit that you use in your laboratory for the determination of the particular analyte in a similar way. You will find a predefined list of analyte-specific methods in the configuration menu. Alternatively to the configuration line by line or analyte by analyte, you can click Select All Analytes, scroll down to Shortcut for Configuration, and choose the instrument model, reagent, and serial number. Click Apply, and the configuration will be applied to all analytes at once. When you are finished, click Save Changes. If any analyte has an empty required value, a notification will appear. All mandatory fields must be completed to save successfully. If the configuration has been saved correctly, you will see the following message: Success. Lab configuration records processed successfully. Next, return to the laboratory details by clicking on the Home button. If you now click on Print Configuration, you can download your current configuration as a PDF file, review it and print it if needed. And that's it. Your EQA configuration is now complete. What should you do if the manufacturer, instrument, method, or reagent you need is not available in the drop-down menu of TEQA 2.0? You can either choose Other, or you can submit a coding request for it. For this last option, click on Coding Request and then, click Add Coding Request. First, select whether you would like to submit a new code for a manufacturer, instrument, reagent or method, and fill in the displayed fields. Please, provide a reference for the new code that you are requesting, for example a more specific description, or a URL. Once you have submitted your coding request, a new temporary code will be created that can be used immediately for the configuration. Please, check before requesting any new code, if this code is not already included in the drop-down lists displayed in the configuration menu. Thank you for using TEQA LAB.